Hello everyone, this is Luxury PL38. I just want to say thank you so much for subscribing and thank you so much for participating in the competitions in the 1000 milestone giveaway. So the 1000 milestone giveaway for the 2 Chanel lipstick that has ended yesterday. So I'm gonna do the draw tonight and I'm gonna direct message tomorrow the winners, the 2 winners, and the first winner will get a chance to choose out of those 2 lipstick, the Chanel lipstick. And let's go to the back of the day for today. It is from Chanel, and this is the second jumbo that I have. I do have 3 jumbos if you include the reissue jumbo. So this is my second jumbo, which I purchased last year. I actually purchased this for 7,600 Canadian dollars last year, and I believe they did a slight price adjustment towards the end of last year, which bring it to close to 8,000 Canadian dollars. I think it was 7,900 if I'm not mistaken. So the new price late last year was 7,900 all the way until 2 weeks ago. Well, actually a week ago, and Chanel actually increased the price in Europe first, and this article talk about the price increase in US, which happened on the 25th of May. However, some boutique, in fact most of the boutique, had already increased the price before the 25th of May. Again, this article is from Purse blog. I'm gonna link it down below, and it is a great article because even though it says that Chanel is gonna increase the price in US on the 25th of May, in Canada we have already increased the price on the 14th of May. That was just over a week ago. So US is gonna follow next week. However, most of the boutique has already increased the price. So even if you are able to find a Chanel boutique in the States and you're trying to get it, some of the bags before the price increase, it is unfortunate that they had done the price adjustment before the 25th of May. And I'm just going to show you briefly what are the price increase in US. It is not as dramatic as Europe, and apparently Chanel actually mentioned that the reasons why Europe was such a huge increase, and as I predicted on my previous video, I mentioned that because of the exchange rate, that US will not actually increase as much as Europe. So true enough, in US, the price increase is basically about 10%. And as you can see from here, the highest price increase is actually the medium classic flap, which is a little bit different from Europe, because in Europe, the mini classic flap are the one that increased dramatically, followed by the small classic flap. However, in the US, the medium classic flap increased by 12%, 12.1, which is the highest increase. It is not by much, but it basically pulled away from the other size and makes the medium classic flap to be into over 6,000 US dollars. And the second highest price increase is actually the maxi, which is one size bigger than the jumbo, and that price is 7,700 US dollars, and it is very, very close to the Hermes Birkin and Hermes Cali bag. So Chanel is trying to chase after Hermes. It seems to be they are trying to chase Hermes and to categorize themselves into the same level of Hermes handbags. It seems that way. And the jumbo is now over 7,000 US dollars. So there are 2 Chanel prices that are over 7,000, the jumbo and the maxi flap in US dollars. If you convert that in Canadian dollars, however, the jumbo, it is now close to 9,000 Canadian dollars. And if you include the tax, it will be 10,000 Canadian dollars. So in Canada now, the maxi is 10,000 Canadian dollars, and the jumbo is very close to 10,000 Canadian dollars. So in Canada now, there are two bags that actually goes beyond 10,000, 5 digits in Canadian dollars, which is the jumbo and the maxi. So that's what it is happening at the moment. The shocking revelations is the mini actually increased only by single digits, 8.6 and 9.4. It increases the lowest increase compared to Europe, which has the mini as the highest increase. So the reverse is actually happening in US and Canada. The mini only increases by between 8 to 9%. The reissue actually follow exactly the same increase, around 11 to 12%, the same as the classic flap. And apparently the boy bag does not have any increase at all. And the Gabrielle, it seems only increased by 5%. So those two are the lowest increase. And the Chanel 19 bag also only increased by 4%, around 4%. So those two are actually a huge relief. If you like the Chanel 19, the Gabrielle, and the boy bag, it's a huge relief. And to be honest, the US price increase is not as dramatic as Europe. So that is a very good huge sign of relief. And going back to the bag of the day, and I do apologize if I spent a lot of time analyzing the US increase. It's just a little bit different from Europe. In fact, it is quite the reverse. Even though the classic flap also have got the highest increase in US, but it is not as substantial as Europe. And this is my jumbo in red caviar leather. And I actually purchased this at 7,600. It is now closer to 9,000. So I did save about 1,500. And the current price, it is basically close to 9,000 Canadian dollars now after the price increase. So that is a huge saving, which I purchased last year. And this particular one is made in Italy. And for some reason, I only use my jumbo during the coldest climate, such as the fall or the winter. I don't, or I at least try not to use my jumbo during the summer, because it is a very heavy bag, and I'm trying not to break a sweat when I carry a jumbo because of the price tag, and I'm trying to preserve the bag as long as I can. And that's probably the reasons why I avoid using my jumbo during the hotter climate. And actually, it's quite fortunate that we live in Canada, so I can avoid using the jumbo during the hotter climate. I'm not sure if I'm the only one that does that, because I'm trying to preserve the bag as long as I can. And I love this particular red. I was told by one of the SA that red is part of their permanent colors, black, nude, and red. But to be honest, I have not seen much red from the boutique recently, so I'm not sure whether they're trying to cut down on the number of red, or it's just been getting very popular and it probably is not available in stock. This is the back pocket. It is more functional because of the size, and the jumbo is a very heavy bag. And for some people, they're okay with the size. Personally, I don't mind the size, and the zip pocket at the top is more user friendly because you can actually put something at the top. and there is a back pocket there. So just a brief summary of the actual bag itself, and there is two back pocket with the lipstick holder, and there is a front compartment as well. So today's bag of the day is the jumbo in the red caviar leather. And once again, thank you so much for watching, and if you do have any questions, please do so on the sections below.